Hello everyone, I am Maya Angela Sado, taking Bachelor of Culture and Arts Education at West Visayas State University. And I've been tasked to interview our tourism officer here in San Joaquin. So, without further ado, let's welcome Ma'am Erlyn Alunan. Ma'am, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Erlyn Alunan. I finished my AB Mass Communication degree at St. Paul College of Iloilo. It's now known as the St. Paul University of Iloilo. I'm the Senior Tourism Officer of the Municipality of San Joaquin. I am a slasher, so that's Senior Tourism Operations Officer. I am also the Community Affairs Officer, and I serve as the Information Officer Designate of the town of San Joaquin. I've been working here for the past 23 years as a tourism officer.
So, for my first question, ma'am, have you ever organized a cultural dance competition in line with Bailuhay Festival?
As a tourism officer, one of my tasks is to organize Bailuhay Festival. This is a commemoration of the coming over of the 10 Bornean Datus in the island of Panay. The landing in Andona Creek and the subsequent barter which happened in the barangay of Sinubuhan in San Joaquin. This is a dance drama depicting not just the events mentioned, but it also highlights the many rituals we have in the locality which emanated from that much celebrated historical event.
Ma'am, what do you think is the main goal of having a cultural dance competition?
The main goal of the dance competition is to instill in the mind of our youth the enduring oral tradition of the place, the sense of pride, no? We would want them to take pride in our heritage, in our lineage, in our culture, and we want them to appreciate this and embrace this and ensure that it is going to be transferred to the next generation, that they are appreciative of what we have in the locality.
What is the most challenging part in organizing the event?
For me, the most challenging part of the presentation is how to ensure that the presentations or the dance drama presented by the contesting tribe should conform to the guidelines set by the organizers. There are instances when the contesting groups would get overwhelmed by the concept and that they tend to deviate from what is required of them. They would oftentimes use props, costumes, adapt music, which are not really relevant to what we are asking them. So sometimes they would think that this is a much better presentations which normally they would adapt from the other festivals which they would see in the other municipalities or in the other provinces in the region. But most often it is not it doesn't conform to what is asked of them, what is required of the presentation, as we have our specific guidelines on what the concept of the festival is. So they have to adhere to that, and most often it's a challenge for us to make sure that they really toe the line. So what we would do is we would constantly monitor them, and check on the kind of dances, movements, and music that they would use for the presentation. We have to do this to make sure that during the presentation, everything is in order.
Ma'am, what are the criteria in choosing the panel of judges for the main event?
Judges for this competition are often chosen from the different fields of their specialization. We would invite dance experts from the academy, those who are practicing professionals, renowned personalities in the field of dance, music, theater, festival experts, no, arts, no, NCCA commissioners even, we would invite them and they would come over, and individuals who can help us improve the festival, give us suggestions on how to better manage our festival, assist us in our endeavor to further improve our presentation and share in our advocacy to promote our culture, our tradition, the story of our people, and our lineage.
What are the prizes or awards do you give for the participants of the cultural competition?
Ours is a school-based competition, thus most often prizes are in the form of school projects. Teachers who are involved in the festivals are given certificates and recognition, and that's all about it. We really don't give out huge monetary prices like 200,000 worth of 200,000 cash or other incentives. Normally, it would sometimes it would be in a form of a project, which is also of considerable amount. No, it's just that we don't give out cash. We give them a minimal cash, no, for the incentives of the students, for them to have something to gather with, but most often it is in the form of projects for the school.
Ma'am, during this pandemic, what are the biggest adjustment in line with this event?
Gatherings and congregation during the pandemic is strictly discouraged. Thus, we have not ventured to push through with the event. Like I said, the festival is school-based, and we have to forego with the production as we have to abide by the directives and policies set by the government in these most difficult times. We know that we need to also showcase our culture. However, we have better things to do and we have great priorities. We also have a great responsibility to our communities, not just to our cultural community, but we have a greater responsibility to our general public as well. We have to make sure that there is no transmission in the locality. Thus, we have to adhere to the guidelines which is required of.
Ma'am, for my last question, do you have any message to the youth with regards to promoting and preserving our culture and traditions here in San Joaquin?
The story of our people is one of a kind, and we are blessed to have this very colorful past. Fortunately, no, we San Joaquinons woke up to the fact that we are a different breed, and I would want this to be recognized by a lot of people. I would always encourage people to let the world know, so the San Joaquinons to share this story to a lot of people. We are fortunate and we are distinguished, no, to be known as progenies of the Ten Bornean Dato, mga apo ni Paiburong. Not all Filipinos can claim that. We should be proud of this heritage. We should be thankful for this and celebrate this honor. We should endeavor to share this to our children and our future generations. You know, I hope we can all take pride in our lineage and tell the world that we are descendants of the great and noble rulers of this land. Thank you so much for the opportunity given to us to explain our side on this issue of festival celebration. Thank you so much. God bless. Stay safe, everyone.